Hello, and welcome back to another ChabDog Sports Talk show where, hey, we're going to talk sports. It's Saturday, 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern, where is the ChabDog Sports Talk show. We're going to cover all the picks in the NFL weekend this weekend, give you a lot of winners and a lot of things to think about in terms of your choices to get the winners, to make some cash, hopefully, to pay for Christmas coming up and whatever else you want to waste money on, or just have the thrill of knowing that you can bet things right. That's kind of a nice intuition to have, because most of us don't, by the way. We'll be looking at the results of how things went over the last 13 weeks with us, and who of us are at 50% and better, and who of us are not so good, and maybe some predictions as to where we're going to go after that. And we have our host here, Brandon Chabner. Oh, chop your head off there.
Thank you, Eric. This is the Rolling with the Dice and some oversized spreads CDST Week 14 NFL preview show, and brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs, as well as estate planning, probate matters. Check that out at chabnerlaw.com, and by ChabDog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines and budding sports commentary, chabdog.com. We can find copies of all the shows here, and some of the headlines that come out of my mind every day or so. And we got a full cast of co-hosts here. Thank you for setting it all up, Eric the Well-Read, my co-host, and much appreciated. And then we've got Dorothy Dawn.
Dorothy Dawn's back.
Are you selling a house? Or are you just what are you doing there?
I'm renting this property.
Ah.
The same property I was at like a month ago.
Oh.
It's in Del Mar. It's $25,888 a month. We dropped the price. So come on over.
It's a beautiful looking place.
Yeah, we're having the Christmas party. Looks great. And then we got Aaron York from New Jersey. But near New York.
It's game day. It's the biggest game day of the year. We've got conference championships. Penn State somehow involved. And I can't wait. There's lots of basketball on today. So it was like impossible to keep track of everything. I was watching the MLS Cup. And let's just beat these Ducks. God. And now there's a chance because Georgia's moving the ball. Penn State could be the number one team in the whole entire country by the time we go to bed tonight. That's crazy.
Imagine that. Penn State sneaking up on everybody. I'd still take Penn State over the Ducks. Oregon Ducks. No, wrong. I don't care how did they get to be number one. I don't care who they beat. They're not a number one team. No. A Pac-10.
Yeah,
Pac-12.
They beat the Ohio State.
This is a fluke.
And Penn State couldn't beat the Ohio State.
They're a fraud. Sorry.
Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, Oregon's favored by what? Are they favored by like
3?
14?
It might have bumped to 3, but it started at 3.
Just 3? Oh.
Yeah, just 3. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
That's nothing.
You want to play the points with the rest of the squares? They're going to lose money tonight?
I'm sorry. I think Oregon's going to win by like 10.
Let's see roll back.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but I'm sorry.
Sounds like but you will. You just
I was just disappointed with the Ohio State game and how you guys didn't come through at all. I
Really? You think that was disappointing when we got down to the 1 yard line with a chance to tie the game with one more yard and we went 4 and out? You think that was disappointing? Yeah, it was disappointing. But we get a new chance here. New chance being number 1 or number 2 if Texas pulls it out. So
move the chains.
So, like our chances, I think.
What's the Texas-Georgia score? What's happening in that game?
Texas, Georgia?
Georgia just moved into the red zone. So they got the back quarterback in there because Carson
Bueller
pretty free at the end of the first half.
Bueller.
And the backup is making some things happen. He already let them on a touchdown drive. Now they're inside the 20 with a chance to go ahead midway through the fourth. So
it's a low-scoring game, right? Like Texas is ahead by 3 or something?
No, it's 13-13 right now.
Oh.
Dude,
there's 6.5 minutes
in your pocket,
left.
Don't you?
What?
You have a phone, right?
Yeah, but I was watching this at the gym, and it was so boring, I turned it off. I mean, it was like 6-3.
He lose.
And I was like, I hate watching games like that.
Georgia just fumbled inside the 5, but I think they got it back.
Georgia's second rate. They're not that good. So forget them. They're not going to win the whole thing.
They're 3 yards away from taking a lead here.
I don't give a-
Bolds
I really
way
don't
out.
care what happens in this.
Lucky. Frazier just lost the ball on the 3-yard line. Somehow Georgia got it back. It was punched out.
Yeah. There was a crazy play I saw at the end of the first half where Texas was lateraling the ball trying to score, and then they lost the ball to Georgia. It was very sloppy.
It's been pretty sloppy, but it looks like we get an exciting finish here.
Okay. And then we've got Boise State one, so they're in it. Then they play in that weird blue field. Do you know why that field is painted that way?
Just saying they attention out there in Boise because they were sick of the SEC hogging all the attention, so they said we're going to make a blue field.
That's sick. Yeah. Okay. Eric's getting very, very, I think, annoyed with this discussion. I think you want to move on.
I'm not. I just want to show.
You're like showing Elmo doing lines and that kind of stuff.
That's not Elmo.
It's just sacrilegious.
That's the president's son celebrating, getting off.
That was great. Going around, I can't believe Elmo would do that. I mean, he's such a on our children.
Bad Elmo.
That was a live rabbit too.
Hickory dickory dock. Elmo.
I guess that's going to be another part of the show that's coming up.
We have some Dice Clay
Andrew
clips,
Dice Clay,
right? By the way,
Dorothy, do you remember Andrew Dice Clay, the comedian?
I know the name.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll play some. You'll know more about him.
I'm talking to
everyone's
you.
More than his name after.
I'm talking to you, snap ahead.
And yes, and we have I got a text from Abe here saying that we will call in sometime during the show to say hello, and that you can talk to Frank. So we may have Frank the Tank live on the show.
We're gonna hear Abe drone on and on from New Jersey.
Yep. Well, Abe's back there. Aaron,
you know that there's a lot of drones in New Jersey. Strange drones. Did you see any of them?
Oh, yeah. Al Duke's been tweeting about the drones. Why don't we just shoot down those drones? What's going on? Why can't we get rid of the drone?
I mean,
Kathy Hochul doesn't want to get rid of them.
I'm sure Frank is just terrified by them.
Well, they're attracted to Frank, but okay, how about we get in some football?
Yes. Okay.
There we go. All right, first up.
Oh, and the Thursday night game, you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, first up, we all got screwed. Everyone took Detroit. Everyone lost by a half a point. Thank you for coming. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Green Bay just made that too tight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. They played really well. And Detroit, it's not like Green Bay wasn't playing. Like, that Green Bay defense played extremely well, but Detroit just marched through them at certain times and just tossed them aside because they were just that much better.
Detroit's going to,
Yeah, what do you think, Dorothy? That was your team there. Were you proud of them? They were great.
Yes, and my dad texted me after the next day, said the nicest thing he's ever said to me. He said, Detroit is really good this year. They deserve to go all the way. I was like, that's the nicest thing you've ever said, Dad. I'm kidding. He's very loving, but I've never heard him say that about the Lions, let me say.
I've never heard him say that about the Lions, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So yeah, I've heard a couple.
Big Dan gets a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
Going for it on fourth down all the time.
Yeah, he got 3 out of 4. That was enough to win the game.
He shouldn't get too, used to doing that. You really don't want to just casually do that when you're on your 20-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it was on the 30.
It works.
It was on the 30 when it
gotta let him do it. You just can't let your foot off the gas. It's like speed. If you let this foot off the gas, the whole team is going to explode. So you just got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes he's going to mess up like he did on the 30-yard line, but other times, like at the end of the game, it's going to come through. So it's you're stuck with him if you're Detroit because he's winning and it's working. So you're just going to have to deal with him. He's going to take these crazy risks, and hopefully more of them pay off for you.
Yep, strap in.
Yeah. All right. Well, got to give him credit.
All right,
he's making it work.
He is. But tomorrow, let's see what Jacksonville can do at Tennessee, and if they can make it work. Jacksonville is on the road in Tennessee. Jacksonville's a 4.5-point road dog. Tennessee, I mean, somehow yeah, they're favored. They're not favored by 1 or 2. They're favored by 4.5. So it's a question of who stinks more.
No Trevor Lawrence is playing.
No Trevor Lawrence.
We got Mac Davis playing instead.
Whoever that is.
I mean, Mac. What's his name?
Mac the Knife.
Mac Jones. Yeah.
I do remember.
Mac and cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But anyway.
All right. Well, who wants to start on this beautiful game?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just say that I picked Tennessee last week, and I just get burned all the time by them. So, thinking about it, I don't see why Jacksonville can't keep this close. Tennessee is they're a terrible team.
They're terrible.
And I should be shot for picking them last week.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, now you're taking Jacksonville, but Aaron, you're taking Tennessee. Why do you think Tennessee is better than Jacksonville without a blonde-haired kid?
Jacksonville stinks. That's why. I think Tennessee's been playing better lately with Will Levis giving some juice to that passing game, and he's throwing a touchdown pass to that Westbrook Akine guy every game. And, he's got Calvin
That happened
Ridley as
last
well.
week.
They've gotten some balance that offense, and they're making big plays in the passing game, and that's going to let them cover this spread against terrible Jacksonville.
Dorothy, you're like Tennessee as well.
Yeah, because Jacksonville and the quarterback being hurt after that collision last week. So I think they're going to be a little off kilter.
Yeah, I do as well. So, and so does Abe.
So I'm the only one that's going with Jacksonville?
Yeah, you're the only one that gets to go to the islands.
All right.
It's
worth it. It's worth
You'll enjoy
Look,
it.
they kept Houston close last week.
Yeah,
That was kind of a miracle.
Like that was last week. Wasn't that Tennessee was that bad? It was just Washington was that good. And it was Washington's turn to just
seriously?
curb stomp somebody.
Tennessee's not that bad?
Well, they're not compared to Jacksonville. They're better.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll see if you pull a win out of that. Let's move down the list here. Number 2, the Jets at Miami. Oh, this was another interesting test of manhood here. Yeah. So Aaron Rodgers, who cares? He's not turning things around for the Jets at all. Travels into Miami. Miami, maybe has a chance to still make the playoffs, maybe, but they're 6.5-point favorite. So you took Miami.
I know. The Jets. We're talking about the Jets who keep losing.
Yes.
And Miami's just primed for a good game. I think they didn't have a good game last week, but their offense is back on track. They're a tough team. They're a good team.
Mm-hmm. They're better than the Jets.
The Jets are a bad team. Miami is a below average good team.
They're playing in Miami. Yeah.
The weather will probably be pretty nice. The sun will be shining. I don't see why they can't cover that, I guess. I feel better about this one than the last pick.
Yeah, and Dorothy, you're on Miami as well.
Yeah, the Jets. I mean, although I do like Aaron Rodgers, I mean, as an enigma, I think that time has passed. Miami.
Yeah, the Jets stink, but you know what? Aaron, you're taking the Jets, but they stink. Why? Do you stink like the Jets?
Why? Because 6.5, was it 6.5 or 7.5? It's like a touchdown, and I just think the Jets are going to show up and be feisty, just like now they didn't do it last week. But
last week they were feisty.
I picked against last week, and they just crushed New England. But the Jets have a better offense than New England, and they have those 2 good wide receivers and a good running back still. So, yeah, I think the Jets, I think they'll lose by 4 or something. I think they'll make it interesting.
They'll make it interesting. So that's your theory there. And then Abe, I guess because he's back there, he's taking him as well. So it's the 2 people who are actually in New Jersey right now.
He's with Frank, so he should be doing things Frank would like him to do, like taking Miami.
Who knows? That's exactly, because we know Frank will be cheering for Miami tomorrow for sure.
I don't know. Abe's being Abe.
Abe being Abe.
Frank's probably thrilled that he's taking the Jets.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have Atlanta at Minnesota. The Falcons, who were once flying high, are sucking ass right now. 6-6 and on their way down. Minnesota, with that kid I thought would never qualify to be an NFL quarterback.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darling. Darling Darnold.
Mr. Greenacres.
Yeah, somehow gets what's a pretty good defense, no doubt about that. A competent Minnesota team crossed the line enough that they're in a decent position here to at least get a playoff spot. 4.5-point home favorite tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. here, and we're heavy on Minnesota on this game, except for you, Aaron. In fact, boy, let's jump to Aaron here. You're taking Atlanta.
This is screaming Minnesota, as Blix would
Oh,
say.
yeah, it's exactly. It's free Minnesota. They want you to take Minnesota, and Vegas is going to clean up, and I'm going to clean up. I'm going to because of Atlanta, and Atlanta's a good team. Just Minnesota hasn't been that impressive lately on offense. Aaron Jones looked really old last week.
Have you seen Kirk Cousins lately?
And he's been old Sam Darnold again. He just hasn't been that good. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Atlanta has a chance to win this game outright.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins has been so bad.
Madness. Atlanta has a chance to win the game outright. You were on. Oh, there's something in the tap water in New Jersey.
Kirk Cousins was throwing the ball up for grabs last week.
Yeah.
4 interceptions. The Vikings know how he plays. Remember, he played there for years. So
yes,
I think
it's a
with
homecoming.
that good secondary, he is just at their mercy.
Have a revenge game.
Oh my God!
No, I think Kirk Cousins is better than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's had some Sam Darnold moments, so I still like Atlanta here. This is gonna be a good game for me.
Sam
catch
Darnold,
up on everyone.
Yeah, he does have his moments where he loses his composure, but then he comes back a lot of times in the same game, does something impressive, and that's why they couldn't win without him playing halfway decent. He's getting it done.
I'm impressed because Minnesota coaching has been good at deflecting away from scenarios, like trying to not create situations where it happens where he has to put the team on his shoulders, and just emphasizing other parts of the game.
Well, that's because they
instead.
have the 2 good receivers, those great receivers, Jefferson and Addison.
Good special teams.
They have a nice tight end. What's his name? Hawkinson? Is that him?
Wow.
And then they got the running back, Aaron Jones, right?
Yeah. Bone Daddy Jones.
Aaron York Jones. He's good. He's slippery.
Well, we're all on Minnesota. You're on the island for that one, Mister.
But yeah, Atlanta's an interesting bet here. They could do.
No,
I don't think it's going.
I don't think it's good. Atlanta's getting. This is the frustrating game that the Falcons lose for you every year, where they say, hey, yeah,
they become
we're
a good team.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like that Philadelphia game when they went into Philadelphia and they won that game.
Yeah,
that was just
great.
That blew my mind, and I got blown out of the survivor pool.
Yep.
Anyway,
and now they're showing themselves for who they thought they were. Remember that, Coach? It's who they thought they were.
That was who? Anybody? Denny Green.
Denny Green?
Yeah,
it was.
They were who we thought they were.
Bueller.
Yeah. Denny Green going ballistic
Denny
when
Green.
he was the Cardinal coach. All right.
Okay.
Let's jump to another game here. New Orleans at the Giants.
Ooh.
All right, Aaron.
Very interesting game.
I want you to lead off this one, Aaron. York.
This game's not interesting, but Drew Lock's back under center, and he gave them a chance to win last week, 10 days ago on Thanksgiving in Dallas, although they still didn't cover. But they were one play away from getting that ball back and having a chance to tie the game. And it's because Drew Lock was just running the ball. He was just being scrappy and giving the Giants a chance, making them look semi-respectable. So I'm going to roll with Drew Lock again. The Saints have been up and they've been down, and I don't know what I'm going to get from them. But I like our chances against the dome team in the elements and the cold. So this is a weather game for me, and I'm rolling with Drew Lock and going with the G-Men.
The G-Men. I think this is definitely a week to go with the G-Men.
Yeah, you're taking the G-Men too. What's up with that?
Well, they're playing a team with a dead offense, and so they're not going to get blown out. It's just not going to – the Saints aren't going to play like they did against Dallas this year. That was I don't know what was going on there, but the Saints are a 3-point favorite here.
Jeez, 4.5. I know.
I think that's wildly.
That's one of those horrible spreads.
That's like wildly insulting to the Giants. So
oh yeah, it's going to get them angry.
I'm all in with it. I'm all in with it. I have zero confidence on the road. The Saints will win by 5 points. That's not happening in this lifetime.
Yeah, the Giants have just disappointed me so often, and I really did have a lot of heart. I really wanted to support you there, Aaron, and really wanted to back you here, but I just and not that the New Orleans has been any better for me either. But now when the two of them have to play each other, it's a no-win. I'm just gonna.
It is
hold
hard.
my nose.
It is hard to be supportive of the Giants.
It's hard to me to support the Saints.
We've been right so many times this year, being unsupportive.
But I'm taking the Saints, and then I was relieved to see also Abe and Dorothy are taking the Saints. So you guys can go have fun on Pedo Island with your Giants.
No, we're not on an island. There's two of us.
Yeah,
so.
it's two. You can go hand
That's
in
okay.
hand.
That's okay. I feel good about this. All right.
I feel good about that.
We don't get to hear Abe, do we?
Nope.
It's just too
Until
bad.
he joins us later. Next up, you got Carolina at Philadelphia. Oh boy. Yeah, this is where Carolina will be officially eliminated from the playoffs if they lose this game. So this is very important. This is an elimination game for for North Carolina. Well, I guess they are the South Carolina, North and South Carolina Panthers at Philadelphia, 12.5-point dog, 1 p.m. Eastern. Ugh.
Every time I pick against Carolina, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I picked against them for like 7 straight weeks.
So what wrong pick you give us?
So now I'm going to pick with them.
Yeah, you're taking Carolina.
I mean, 12.5 points. It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
The Eagles haven't beaten anybody by a lot of points in a while.
And like even Washington they just barely got out of their lives, beat Carolina. And now you're saying that by 13.5 or 12.5.
I don't know.
Aaron, you're taking Carolina. What's is that spread? Just do you think Philly's going to win?
Yeah,
no problem?
Carolina's been pretty good lately. They almost beat Kansas City, and they almost beat Tampa Bay, and that's great for their draft stock, and it's great for them against the spread. So I have them playing with Philadelphia, although I already know how we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose it because it's going to be like a 7-point Philadelphia lead with 3 minutes to go, and they'll be just running out the clock, and then the C is going to park for Barkley and go all the way to the house instead of taking a knee like he should, and that's going to be a 14-point game. So that's how we're going to get screwed, but going with Carolina anyway to cover the big number.
God, Aaron, you better stop talking because you almost made me want to change my mind.
Yeah.
He has no. They love just giving it to Barkley to boost his numbers at the end of the game. They love padding his stats and padding his touchdowns, and they're going to try to do it again. So hopefully someone in Carolina can just run them down somehow and keep this game within a touchdown or even 10 points.
Yeah, I don't know. The Eagles are dangerous, but they haven't looked that dangerous lately. Is there something I'm missing here?
Yeah. They're good, but it would have to be because Carolina decides to take the game off. And Carolina hasn't taken any games off lately. This is Carolina's Super Bowl.
I'm just tired of getting them wrong. I get them wrong every week. It's time to try something new.
I think they got something to play for here, certainly more than Philadelphia does. Philadelphia's just going to show up and win. That's all. They're not going to lose. Good heavens. Can you imagine that? Imagine how
But, I mean, I could see it being like an 11-point win. Or
yeah, I could see it being a 20-point win.
I could see it 20,
I could see it being 17
20-point probably. But
yeah,
if Carolina tries, I think they're going to.
It'll be better. They'll be within 13.
They're going to get. They're probably going to get like 2 touchdowns. I don't know, 13 points. Eagles get 24.
All right.
We're
all taking Carolina, so it's like so it's there we go.
All right. Well then, let's move it.
Yeah, we got an even better game next. This is the game of the day.
Oh.
Unless you're, Cleveland Browns at Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's a 6.5-point favorite. Yeah, I mean, Cleveland's out of there's no playoff going on.
I know, but Pittsburgh never wins by that much, really. Usually, I mean, sometimes they do, but it's like when you don't expect it.
This is a revenge game, though.
So this is kind of scary to go out past 6.5 points with them against a team that just beat them and looked pretty good on TV, actually.
Well, you had no problem writing Pittsburgh's name down.
Yeah, I just have to think Pittsburgh's got enough to win by 10.
Well, you're nervous.
They don't they don't want to take Cleveland lightly anymore. In the last game, they lost, so they got woken. That woke them up.
They're woke.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, you think otherwise? You're taking Cleveland.
Yeah, this is going to come down to the end, and it's kind of like a square dog because we just saw Cleveland beat Pittsburgh, but now they're on the road. But look, Cleveland just screwed us. We saw them screw us against the Broncos. It looked like they were going to cover that. Looked like Jameis was going to be the hero, and then he throws a couple picks, and they end up not covering that spread. So it's going to come down to either Jameis getting a nice backdoor cover with a touchdown, or he's going to throw a pick. And then the Pittsburgh will cover on like a pick six or something. So I see this coming down to the end, and hopefully Jameis will be nice to us this time, unlike in Denver when it was just a disaster.
Famous Jameis.
Yeah, make you famous like Jameis, the Amos Williams. Well, you know what that means when you see Epstein Island flashing? It means you're the only one taking Cleveland.
You got smart. Sent there unceremoniously.
We're all taking Pittsburgh because we.
I'm glad. I'm good. I'm there with me and Jameis are going to ride together, and we're probably going to die together. But I'm happy. I like that. Yeah. I like being on the island for this one.
He's got to
enjoy your crab.
He's got to take some chances.
Yeah, he's got to catch up somehow.
Yeah, we're going to have crab legs. That's right. Let's go. Crab legs. Crab legs.
Do you want to go to a commercial break or something?
Yeah. Let's.
How about some? Would you like to hear some? See a Hawaiian Kool-Aid commercial from the 1980s.
Kool-Aids, okay.
And then we could do some roll some dice with Andrew Dice Clay, maybe.
It's not taking me. Give me a moment here. I get the playlist loaded back.
Going back to the playlist.
All right, so back to Kool-Aid under section. What section do we play this under?
107 of the Copyright Act.
Yeah, because this is definitely historic importance.
Do they still sell Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Major League Baseball property. And that's Pete Rose. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh, yeah.
Blew that fence apart.
Kool-Aid here, bringing you fun. Kool-Aid got thirst on the run.
Oh, I do. Okay, now that's property damage there. I mean, this is why State Farm is canceling policies, everybody.
Wacky Wild Kool-Aid Style.
Kool-Aid soft drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Kool-Aid to the red.
Damage to property there, call the police.
Rescue. The one more kid's big thirst.
So I...
Oh, yeah? Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh, yeah. Here comes Kool-Aid. Here comes Kool-Aid. I'm gonna save the day. Brand soft drink mix.
Oh, yeah!
Nice spot.
All right, so
okay.
There was that. And then...
you want to play Andrew Dice Clay?
You thinking of Andrew Dice Clay?
Which one? The 50-second one? Or the 3-minute one?
Let's do a game or two, and then we'll come back and do a Dice Clay here.
Let's get back on track.
Well, I think we're on track, but let's see. Oh, look, we got Abe Miranda just came on.
Oh, nice.
Abe Miranda. Abe, go ahead.
Abe Miranda.
I know you guys want to listen to me and my fabulous stories, but I will tell you most of them next week because I have a special guest who wants to say hello to you, and I'm sure you guys like to wish him a quick happy holidays on behalf of ChabDog Sports. So I'm going to turn you over to my brother, Frank from Barstool.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Nice. Hey, Frank.
Crazy. I'm walking every day. I'm doing everything, and it seems like I'm nonstop busy. So, thanks for checking in, and I hope that you guys have a great Christmas and a great 2025.
Awesome. Thank you, Tank.
Thank you, Frank. It's not the same. It's never the same without you on the.
And of
the
course,
air
I'm doing
with
a
us.
hot dog review right now too. So I'm doing everything.
I love your hat.
A hot dog review. Oh
Look,
boy.
he's got the hat on. He's having dinner.
Oh. Is it a good one or a bad one?
It was a good one. It's just in the shadow of the Times Square.
Oh wow. Okay, he's like literally. Well, he's not downtown.
Yes.
He's uptown.
Uh-huh.
You're uptown, right?
Yeah,
Broadway?
it's like right in the heart of Times Square.
Yeah, Times Square.
I hope it has a nice snap to it. Snap ahead.
Your tank talk.
We're playing some Andrew Dice Clay in your honor today.
Yeah, let's play some of that.
Hey, snap ahead, I'm talking to someone. You want the back of the jacket one time?
The one and only Andrew Birnbaum.
Fucking phenomenal. Yeah, it's a beautiful world, isn't it? It's a beautiful fucking world. It sucks, huh? Fuck you. Another guy trying to impress his boyfriend. See, I just don't get that whole gay thing at all. To me, that's just common sense, you know? I don't see how a guy lays on the beach, looks at another guy's hairy ass and says, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I that's exactly.
Oh yeah.
I can't see it either. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's move on then.
Got it. Yep.
We got a few minutes
Aaron
from
doesn't
Frank.
Look at, that was great. So the great Frank Fleming there. It was great to
Yes,
have him on.
we loved having him on.
He's busy eating tonight.
I'm supporting your Dolphins in honor of you, Frank, today.
He's doing a restaurant review. Tank
Uh-huh.
Eats. So we got next here. Vegas at Tampa. Vegas is a 7.5-point road dog. This is another one of these big stinky spreads here. Ugh.
Tampa's a pretty good team, and the Raiders are not. Tampa beat the Lions.
Boy, the Vegas
they got Mike.
Chiefs really
They got
close
Mike
last
Evans back,
Did you just watch the Chiefs game last week where the Raiders played them really close?
and then they lost.
But that Aiden O'Connell kid's
He's
pretty good.
You're willing to vouch for him based on that game? I wouldn't say.
You're going to give Tampa Bay 7.5?
Really? I don't know.
Are they that much better? Tampa Bay is 6-6.
They beat the Giants 30-3 or something.
Those are the Giants, dude.
They beat the Lions by 7 or 6.
That was like a fly. That was like when the Falcons beat the
Okay.
Philadelphia.
So you're saying that the
6-6.
Raiders will definitely be reliable underdogs here.
Well, no, I'm not sure. I'm gambling that they're a reliable underdog. How's that? I'm not vouching for them. Fuck.
Okay, who knows?
But despite that, you're taking Tampa Bay. Yeah. And Dorothy is taking Tampa Bay. And but Abe is taking Las Vegas, and Aaron, you're taking Vegas. Yep.
Yep, I love AOC. I love the way AOC played last week against Kansas City, and I love how he gives it to Brock Bowers.
AOC's that politician. You can't call him that.
What?
AOC is a politician. She's already taken the name.
What? A politician? No, he's a quarterback.
You just made up something that can't be said. AOC could not play quarterback.
AOC was a good quarterback last week, and I think AOC is going to be a good enough quarterback to cover the spread. That's what I'm going to say about AOC.
Is AOC pregnant? Is that a rumor? I heard the rumor that she's pregnant.
Oh, mamacita.
Well, here's the other rumor I heard that from reliable sources on my Twitter feed, which mean nothing, but it's a rumor here that they're actually going to bring back the name Redskins, or that somehow the logo is going to be put back into the Redskins again. So I hope.
You know what that's called? That's called Indian taking of a name.
Well, an Indian giver is when you give something and you take it back.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's what the
Indian
Indians are upset about right
when
now.
you take it and you give
that
it
they,
back.
Yeah, that they gave this great bust of this chief to the Redskins, to the Washington team, and then they gave it back and said, no, we're not using this because it's racist. Yeah, it's racist for us to use something that Native Americans made and in their honor and to honor greatness. Then they disrespect that honor by saying, "No, this is racist. Get out of here, you fucking idiot." It's astounding. Horrible manners. I for one, I'm wearing Redskin gear here. I want the Redskins
So
back.
we got off the subject. Did you want to make a pick in this game? I guess you're going with the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we're all taking the Raiders except for.
We're all except for two of us.
Yeah. Except for you and Dorothy.
And the all-knowing Dorothy.
Yep.
When I'm allowed to stand alone with her, that's a good day.
Well, you and her.
Yes.
You go have fun on the island there.
Okay.
Next up, Seattle at Arizona. This turns out to be an interesting game. These are both, this game will tell who might make the playoffs and who might not, because they're only one game apart and they're both
Seattle's
in the same
been
division.
playing better lately.
So Seattle goes down to the desert here to Glendale, Arizona,
to
take on Arizona, but Arizona's favored. They're at home and they're a 2.5-point home favorite, which is almost respect.
It's a big spread for Mr. Fun Size to cover.
Yeah, you're taking you're taking Seattle. You
Yes.
kind of like my friend Geno Smith.
I like Geno more and more.
Wow,
they got a good pair of receivers. It's a little like the Vikings, except they don't have the defense isn't as good, but it's still scrappy. They got some tough guys on the line. I'm starting to like Seattle more. Don't like the Cardinals very much.
I'm liking Arizona more for the same reasons, that they're scrappy and they're that young quarterback of theirs, that short young quarterback seems to be putting it together. So I like
Not
2.5
lately.
points in Arizona.
Okay. How is everybody else going?
Aaron's got Arizona as well.
Yeah, I like my pie-sized quarterback. I still don't believe in the Seahawks, even though they have been better lately. But I'm going to stick with fading the Seahawks for now. And feel like we just played this game in Seattle. But hopefully Arizona will have some better luck at home. And, I still believe in this Cardinals team as the AFC West winner, so I'm sticking with them.
All right. Well, we got you down.
No.
And so that makes Abe is taking Seattle. And Brandon's taking Seattle because Dorothy's taking Arizona. She's smart. So
I'm not agreeing with you very much this week. I think it could be interesting.
yeah, we got some good differences brewing here. Next up, this is a good game. That's why. So I was out today. Did you get outside on the Strand at all today?
No.
Because if you did, you would notice there are a bunch of Buffalo Bill fans in town. Because they're playing the Rams tomorrow at 4:25 Eastern, 1:25 p.m. here in Inglewood, California. So there.
The Bills have got to keep winning because their Chiefs are ahead of them. So
Yep. Bills are 4.5-point road
I think
favorite
the Bills
here.
are still going to try hard, and they can cover this.
And the Rams need a win to even hope to stay in a potential playoff spot.
It is a dangerous game. So I don't know what to say other than I'm more scared of the Bills being able to cover the. I'm scared by their offensive potential in this game. So Buffalo, yeah. Aaron, you must be taking the Rams.
No, I'm not ramming it. Bills just kill everyone. So you got to lay the points with Buffalo. They're going to circle the wagon.
I agreed with you on something. All right, nice.
Be Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, they'll just overpower the Rams, right? They're just a bigger, stronger, faster, tougher team, and the Rams are just more of a finesse team. You saw what Miami did to the Rams when Miami came in there.
Okay, so we just saw Buffalo win very convincingly last week in the snow against San Francisco.
Of course, they could let down.
Yeah,
it could be a letdown.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking letdown game here.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking letdown game here. So that's why I'm taking the Rams.
You're rolling the dice, yes.
On a letdown. I mean, Buffalo. 9 times out of 10, Buffalo is a better team. They should win. But this is context here.
Are you the only one thinking that way?
No, I'm not. Because Aaron. Geez, Aaron is taking Buffalo. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm taking Buffalo. And you're taking the Rams, and Dorothy's taking the Rams.
I'm taking Buffalo.
You're taking Buffalo. Okay, so Dorothy and...
you just talked nonsense to me for a minute.
You're all taking Buffalo. Okay, Dorothy and I are taking the Rams.
I don't even know what you're...
Buffalo and the
Okay.
Rams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Abe.
So
Abe.
Yeah, it's you. Everybody except Dorothy and I who are taking.
All right.
You're all taking Buffalo, and
I'm surprised, Dorothy. That's a very kind of weird pick. I don't know. Eric just picked it because he was trying to be contrarian, but I don't know if you realized what you just picked.
no, I think the Rams are going to win this game outright. Is what
It's
I'm
only
thinking.
4.5. It's not even 5.5.
And the Rams are at home, and they're going to find a way to win this game. They're going to find a way to win this game, and Buffalo can afford to lose this game, and still because Buffalo's not going to take.
They're not going to
the
catch
Chiefs.
Kansas City if
No,
they lose.
nobody's
going
going
to
to catch Kansas City, so they're on. Kansas City's in another league.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, hey.
All right. Okay.
One loss, baby.
I've been disagreeing with you on everything, so
Mhm.
we're probably not going to want to talk to each other until Tuesday at least.
Texas, only steers and queers come from Texas.
Bend over, here it comes again.
There we go. Well, there'll be a winner in this week.
All right.
And there'll be a loser. Let's jump to another game. Chicago is at San Francisco. Chicago is so two teams spinning around the drain, the playoff drain.
Somebody's actually giving San Francisco 5.5.
5.5 points. But Chicago's
Is
giving
that
them-
their reward for playing so great the last 3 weeks? I mean, they've been terrible.
Well, that's the reward for firing the coach. So Eberflus, that funny name, is gone now as coach of Chicago.
So does that cause the team to just go into a complete tailspin?
I don't know. Well, I guess that's what 5.5 points is saying.
But even if they did, would it matter that much against the Niner team that's been lame?
Well, they're pretty lame, yeah.
Totally lame, man.
Let's see let's turn it over to the panel here. So,
I've been getting burned by
Boy.
Chicago all the time, so it's another one of these picks where I'm just gonna pick them because I'm doing the opposite of what I think is good.
Instead of running away from the fire, you're going to run towards it.
I just run
You're
right
into the
I'm
burning
gonna
building
run
instead of
right
running away
into
from
it.
the burning building.
But Caleb Williams has been playing better lately, so
okay.
The Bears will probably score like 20 points. I don't know, 17 points maybe, and I don't know. The Niners' offense has not been good.
Well, Aaron, you're taking the Bears. Is this like running into a burning building, going counter to your sense to take them, or do you think the Bears make sense?
It's just been fading the 49ers and fading the 49ers ever since that loss to Seattle, and it's been working. So, Bosa's going to be out, so it might be a big day for Caleb Williams here against the 49ers. He's been on a roll lately.
California boy comes back to California.
And now he might have another big game. He might help Chicago possibly win this game in an upset. So yeah, the 49ers are just in bad shape. They're just in bad shape.
Rally behind the new coach.
Yeah, well, we're all taking Chicago. It's only Dorothy who's not.
She got left in the dark on this.
Well, she didn't get left in the dark. She's going over here.
Oh.
She's on San Francisco.
Sent to the
all by
island.
herself on San Francisco.
Haven't had the
there.
pleasure to send Dorothy to the island for
She's the last islander
very many
of the
picks
week
this
there.
year.
Well, there she goes.
Well, play that music. She's there.
She's there.
We're gonna do all the games. We're just racing through these
Time
games.
to go. Okay, 'cause we're missing Abe. Usually Abe takes an hour.
Yeah, we don't have anybody that pontificates like Abe.
Not like Abe. Only Abe can do Abe.
Because Abe is the pontiff of pontificators.
Yes. He's fantastic.
Did you guys like that? I just made that up.
All right. So,
did we lose Aaron?
For the moment, but we got his pick.
Oh.
So, yeah, we're
No,
all
I'm
in
here.
Chicago.
I'm still here.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
next.
So we're down to now we get. To
I want to ask Aaron. Can I ask Aaron this question about something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Aaron, tell me, what do you think of the golden bat proposal? I thought that Rob Manfred should stick the golden bat right up somewhere.
Golden bat proposal.
Yeah, I think that's what he should do with it. This is just the baseball trying to get some attention before the winter meetings. They're putting an idea out there on the internet to gauge interest, see what social media thinks of it. So I don't even take it seriously because it worked. Everyone was talking about this stupid golden at bat rule that makes no sense. So good for MLB. You got people talking, but yeah, if they do it, it's
like
just
Willy
gonna turn the
Wonka's
game into a
golden
bigger
ticket or
circus, and it's
something.
not going to help them get viewers because what they're trying to be the NFL, where everyone cares about every game. We're talking about it every week. We're talking about every game. And that's not going to happen with baseball because it's a daily game. But the reason the NFL is so big is because of fantasy football and because of gambling. So baseball, they need to make fantasy baseball more fun because no one plays it anymore. So they need to figure out how to make fantasy baseball better. And they need a red zone type show every game, which will help people follow their bets and help people follow their fantasy players. That's how they're gonna get more eyeballs, not from gimmicky nonsense like the golden at bat. That's my take on that.
Okay, and
Amen
it's
to that,
4:46. We still so it's close. Dorothy, did you want to do your segment?
Sure, thank you. I just finished with a nutrition client, so thank you.
Is that like a Japanese kimono or something? What is that?
Yeah, this was my birthday gift from my my to-be mother-in-law.
Oh,
she ordered me extra large, so I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Extra large?
I know. I was like,
You got a lot of fabric there. You got something to grow into.
Yeah, so I tied it up.
It looks good though.
Thank you. I'm going to a 420 party after this, so I'm trying to look as 420 as I can.
Yay.
Is that just going to be the strongest 420 smell of all time, I guess? Wow.
I don't know. Party. It's a silly birthday party for my girlfriend, and I'm not really into 420, as you all know.
Nice.
But
are you going to do edibles? Because you don't smoke.
No, I mean, once in a very blue moon, like maybe once or twice a year. Maybe tonight will be the night.
Yeah, JP is going to be with you, right?
JP, yes.
The freaks are coming out tonight.
Yeah. As long as JP is with you, you'll be fine.
So, I wanted to tell you guys, I had that little Thanksgiving turkey thing that I had to judge how full you are when you're eating. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I made
remember
it
that.
weeks ago.
Yeah, we went through that. We love that.
We still can make that apply here. It's very interesting. I have a lot of clients on the GLP antagonists, Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, and really this turkey that I made for Thanksgiving that has all the feathers and you're rating your level of fullness. Really, that's all these are. It's what the GLP antagonists are doing. It's helping people realize when they're full. And it's funny that we have to have an injection to do this because we are built with a way to know when we're full and stop, but we've lost it. So eating slow, as I've talked with you all about before, but being honest with yourself as when you're full is probably when we could stop. And if we could just tune into that and be mindful, then that would solve a lot of problems.
Isn't that why people get their stomach stapled and some stomach shrunk so that they have less room, so they know, but they get full sooner?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, but the problem is, I know when I'm full. That's it's hard. It's hard to just curb yourself. It is hard.
It's a very strong mind to stop to eat. You know, I'm not going to lie. Here's full disclosure. Foreclosure. I have tried the JLP antagonists. I tried it because I wanted to see what it felt like.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it really cuts down on you wanting to eat, put anything in your mouth, drink.
Are they a
coffee,
stimulant? Is it like a stimulant? Like you're feeling more energetic so you don't need to eat kind of thing?
No. Opposite.
No.
It can make you tired, make you want to throw up, diarrhea.
Well, that doesn't sound so good.
Which it's kind of like, well, that's rocket science. Of course you're going to lose weight if you're wanting to throw up or you are throwing up and you...
Or it's coming out liquid.
Yeah, fluids. Sure.
But it's the oddest phenomenon. But I think if we could just be strong in our head, and when I hear myself say, I'm full, stop, then a lot of this problem would be solved. So that is my discussion today. Thank you very much.
Which is now, is there any connection between the munchies and 420?
Oh gosh, I do not get the munchies, thank heavens, but I don't
know what you're doing.
They're already munching away because the party started.
Maybe that's a guy thing. Maybe that's more of a guy thing.
That's a guy thing. So I get the munchies.
No, I know girls do too. Just
that
not
scene
me.
out of the Cheech and Chong movie when they're stoned and they're ordering pizza. That's the ultimate. Pizza's
Girls get it. That's why I was really afraid to ever try marijuana, because I thought for sure I'd be, munchy heaven because I love to eat. But no, it actually turned that off for me and turned on some other desires.
It's like listening to music. It's just indulging your senses when you're in that situation, in that state. Everything is so much more, highlighted because of that. So makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, next.
All right, let's get the last two games in here.
We have
for the
2
week.
games left?
2 games left, yeah. And Monday night. And Sunday night is the Chargers at Kansas City. The aforementioned Kansas City, which is basically in a league of their own.
Kansas City by the dreaded 3.5.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That same 3.5
The
that
dreaded,
we all lost on Thursday night.
The dreaded
remember?
3.5.
Mark that down. That's the same 3.5.
I know.
It's that same bandit. It's the exact same.
Except this
bandit.
time, it seems to me it's going to be Kansas City winning by 3, or Kansas City winning by 4.
Yeah.
But
no, 3.
I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid to go with Kansas City. I got to go with the Chargers, even though I could see the Chiefs winning by like 6 points. They won the last time they played, they won. So why not this time? And they covered last time, but that was like the last time they covered, and I'm not willing to go there anymore. So I'm going with the Chargers.
Yeah, they do unpredictable things.
What did I choose? Let's see. I chose Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City hasn't been covering a lot lately. They just get the job done, but they haven't been covering the spread. So,
right.
I have the Bolts. I'm bolting up, and we'll see. They did get blown out by Baltimore a couple weeks ago, but Kansas City, just every game's close with them. Every game's tight.
I don't know. It just feels like another sleazy, cheesy Kansas City win by 2 points.
But by 3. They're not going to cover.
2 points. 1 point.
But Aaron, you think the Chargers? Yeah, you think it's going to be a backdoor cover here? Chargers will,
Yeah, it might just be nip and tuck the whole way. I don't know if it's going to be a backdoor deal, but it's going to be close the whole way. Probably
best defenses
winning
in the league. People don't realize how good the Charger defense is.
Okay, Dorothy, you're taking Kansas City. So Dorothy's the contrarian here.
Yeah.
She and Abe are on Kansas City here. So why are you taking Kansas City to cover a spread?
Because of their own, as you said.
I don't know. Because they're the Chiefs. And they should be respected, but...
And they're home.
Yeah.
I lean toward the home teams usually when I have some, cognitive dissonance.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pick that's fraught with peril. So I could see people going either way on this, and since I don't trust myself as much anymore, I'm kind of thinking it's probably going to be Kansas City, but I don't feel like until they prove me wrong, I'm going to be picking against them.
All right.
Point of emphasis.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers because I believe Kansas City will win, and maybe Kansas City won't. Maybe the Chargers will win outright. This will be another one of those games where
then
Kansas
Buffalo
City
would catch them.
allows them, sure, because funnier things have happened, right? So, and then Buffalo lose another game. So, don't worry, it's all been preordained, been predestined. All right, but Dorothy, yes, Dorothy is taking. We got Dorothy there. Okay, so we got everyone in on there.
Was I? And
let's jump to our final game.
You and Abe picked I think Dorothy and Abe picked the Chiefs. Right?
Yeah, and Dorothy just said you just described the Chiefs, right? While I was turning the light on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good start there.
Yeah.
It's a little lighter now. We got a light on now.
Okay.
Monday night, Cincinnati at Dallas. I guess weeks ago this looked like it was going to be a really hot matchup here. Now it's like a lame-o Monday night game. Cincinnati Bengals fighting for their lives. They're already out of the playoffs. At Dallas Cowboys, who are also they're out of the playoffs.
They're not technically out of the playoffs.
They're not. Neither of these teams are technically out, but they're stick a fork in them. They're dead.
6.5 points.
6.5 points.
That's pretty obnoxious. I mean,
very obnoxious. It smells. It makes Dallas. But Dallas stinks. Who's the quarterback? Bueller.
The new one.
Brandon Rush.
Rush. Isn't Rush the name of that stuff you snort?
They looked okay against the Giants.
It was the Giants, man.
The Bengals don't have a very good defense either. I hate to tell you.
High school team will look good against
them. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be close enough that I'm going to go with Dallas.
Yeah, you're taking Dallas. Dorothy, you're taking Dallas too. You think Dallas is going to actually show up and play?
Yeah. Again, this is the home team, and then my fiance disagreed with me, but I went with the home team. I think Dallas is kind of getting a little new pep in their step.
Yeah, Aaron, you took Dallas too.
Yeah, Dallas. Cincinnati.
Maybe you were sent to the island.
Up and good.
No.
Playing close games all year long. So I went with Dallas. I think they at home, and they got the Simpsons game going on with ESPN. So that's going to be rigged to be close.
Oh, yay. I love that.
Yes, Dorothy's going to be glued to the television. So they got to make that game close because they're gonna have all the Simpsons stuff going on.
OJ Simpson?
Yeah, the Cowboys have enough offense there with Cooper Rush running the show to cover that spread.
They got O.J. Simpson stuff going on? Really?
Yes, O.J. Simpson, and he's one of the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Bart, Lisa, Marge, Homer, O.J.
Okay. All right. Keeps cracking here, but let's hope it gets through. Okay, so you know what? So I got to speak for Abe because Abe and I are both taking Cincinnati. They're just the better team at this stage. I think the Dallas has lost their step, and they've lost their pep, and they've lost their will to live because their coach is on death row, and the whole coaching staff is going to have to is going to be walking the plank at the end of the year. Jerry Jones is going to fire everybody and hire what's his name with the 17-year-old girlfriend, Bill Belichick.
No, he's going to North Carolina apparently.
Yeah, that's the ruse. He's going to Dallas.
He has a 17-year-old girlfriend?
That's an exaggeration, I think.
Okay, so she's not 17, she's 24.
Yeah, she's
Aaron, how old is Bill Belichick's
26.
girlfriend? Do you have a guess? 26, 24, do you know?
I think she's 24.
24.
Well, hey, if you can, why not?
Her name is Jordan.
That's right, Dorothy. That's right. That's a spirit. Go get him, Coach Belichick. You wild man, you.
I mean,
that guy is
my man's 5 years younger.
All right. Well, our show has reached its natural conclusion.
What's going on in college football here?
Well, you could do an update if you want. I could look if you want me to look on my phone. Hold on.
Can somebody look for me? Since I have other things to look at as show producer.
Let's see.
In terms of what we'll go out on or what I'll show next. Maybe some of the president's always good to show.
That Africa's Agenda 2063
I mean, look at this poor guy.
will be realized. I thank you.
Imagine you get sent to another time zone and you gotta listen. You're in some. Look at the surroundings. Look horrible. And you gotta sit in some boring conference and listen to some guy in this boring PA yak out.
Give you an update on the Georgia game. Texas is leading Georgia 19-16 in overtime.
Oh my!
But Georgia has the ball first and goal on the Texas 4. So I guess if they score, then they win. Boy, does that make me excited. Not. What else? There's really nothing. Oh, ASU beat ISU to win the Big 12.
Yeah.
So ASU is in the. I think they're in
there.
the top 12. Whatever the playoff.
Happy birthday to Ted Knight.
Oh, he died. Yeah,
I heard something.
He's not alive.
No, he died a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
And here are the standings.
Oh. You had to make my day by showing everybody this. Okay.
So Dorothy D or Abe, who's not here, but Abe is at the end of week 13 anyway.
Wow.
In the lead with 111 wins.
Abe's killing it with
157%.
He's almost 57%.
He's 57.
56%. I want to say at this stage in the game, you have pretty much put your pole in the sand here. So, Dorothy is hanging on there. She's within striking distance. Yeah. We're not. But I guess anything could happen,
What is my percentage?
56.19.
56.19. So he's 57%. He's 57.22.
A 2-win difference. It's an extra percent in a
2 games.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So there's the stand.
I wonder what Abe's doing. He's on some kind of a special workout program for his brain.
Oh, and then, it's Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor Day.
So, shout out to all the
to all the brave men and women.
Still serves the Navy today, protecting us.
Yes.
From the horrors. Ted Knight.
Yeah.
I just thought this was interesting. Look at this guy here.
No, I never want to party that hard.
Yeah.
That's
pretty hardcore.
That's pretty sick. Okay. I really do have to go. It's getting cold outside.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll end with Bronson.
It is cold. Ooh.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yep.
Or I'm heading off to the Christmas party tonight myself.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you. Goodbye. Thank you very much for everyone. And here's Bronson.
And what is pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said.
Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
Oh, what's it regarding? I'm an old acquaintance of hers.
Danae, one moment. Don't run and tell me, Summers, that Mr. Ahmed Foley is here to see.
Axel Foley. Axel.
Axel. Foley is here to see her. These are old acquaintances. Donnie, cover this up. It's like the breast of a dog to scrub for the customer. It's not sexy, it's animal.
No, it's not sexy at all.
May I offer you something to drink? Wine, a cocktail, espresso?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I'll make it myself right back there with a little lemon twist. It's good. You should try it.
No, I'm fine.
I see you look at this piece.
Yeah, I was wondering how much something like this went for.
$130,000.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I cannot. It's serious because it's very important piece.
Have you ever sold one of these?
Sold it yesterday to a collector.
Get the fuck out of here!
Serious, I said it myself.
Axel Foley, what on earth are you doing here?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Hold a second. I'll be right down.
Great. Excuse me, Serge.